We are live. Welcome to the Mad Chat, everybody. How are we doing? We okay? It is the 28th of March, and guess what? I can go back to work tomorrow. Yeah! For anyone that don't know, I'm a tennis coach, and I haven't picked up a tennis ball, hit a tennis ball, or got onto the tennis courts since January the 4th. So I have put on weight. I am missing the outdoor weather. And tomorrow I'm just going to go berserk, probably go to bed at about 6 p.m. probably. But I hope you are all doing well. Nice to see you. So many of you in the chat already. We've got Yorasia Soul. Nice to see you, my man. Soren's here. Yes. Michael's here. Nice to see you, Michael. Hope the DIY is going well. Fraser's here. Nice. White chocolate Snickers. Very nice. Very upmarket, my friend. Harry 6810's here. Greetings from Finland. Stephen's here. Nice to see you. Veronica, nice to see you. Glyn, hope you're okay, my friend. This is awesome. Chumley Biscuits here. Nice to see you. Brian Carpenter. It's a pleasure to have you here on. I don't know whether I'm going to do one next week or the week after that. Just with work starting back, who knows? I might be absolutely shattered. Very difficult today with the little one, putting her to bed. She's 3 years old, and as it wasn't dark at 7 o'clock, she was still thinking, hang on a minute, why aren't you putting another Paw Patrol on the telly? So yeah, that's been difficult. She keeps waking up as well at the minute. So the wife's dealing with it. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. Ryan's here. Hi, Ryan. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much to everyone that's watched the last show, the State of the Collection. Really enjoyed doing it. Really enjoyed talking about the watches. It took forever to do. Obviously, my shows are usually 10 minutes long, and I like them to be snappy. And I try to pace the show as best as I can in 21 minutes. I think it was, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I got a lot of great feedback from you guys, and that's the sort of the format I'm going to do for the next one in 2022. The years are just absolutely flying by, aren't they? Mick in Florida. Hi, Mick. How are you, my friend? You lucky boy. If you are in Florida, you are lucky. We got PK UK. Nice to see you. Oh, but the guns. Wristwatch weirdos here. How are you, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Yes, well, there's 21 of us here, well, 22 including me, you know what I mean? I would just like to say, get your watch out! Oh, I am wearing, I can't get this thing off really. This is the CWC 1980 RN Diver. I'm in love with this bad boy. It's just a toolie. It's one of those pieces. I think I've had 2 or 3 in my watch collecting career so far that I've opened the box up and I thought, got to have it. Got to have it. Just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I wanted a watch. If you have seen my State of the Collection show, you'll know that I did want to watch from 1980, my birth year. I'm still not sure about buying vintage. I've got one vintage watch that is a Fortis Cosmonauts chronograph. And when I saw this watch come up, 1980, it's a reissue of a watch that was released in 1980 to the Royal Navy divers. I thought, yeah, that's the one for me. Let's go new. Let's make sure we still got the warranty. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really happy about that. David's here. Hi, David. David from Leeds. Nice to. Yeah, Matthew. Oh, the internet is rubbish. Internet is rubbish. Matthew, how are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Good. So what are we wearing today? Come on, I want the first 5 or 10 people to give me it quick, and we will show them off. Come on, what you're wearing? My clock does need going forward. This one. Yeah, I haven't done these clocks, have I? I've got a lot of mentions on this clock, by the way. People absolutely love it. This is a bullet. Da 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 da. What is the time? Da da da. In. We are in. Seiko's going to take a little bit longer, isn't it? Took me half an hour to do at Christmas time, so don't worry about that. Good. David B's here. He's got the Omega Speedy again, you lucky son of a... Woo! First Omega in space. That is probably the one I am looking for, my friend. So, yes. Martin's here. Greetings from Bonn. Lovely. It's a lovely place, I'm sure. I haven't heard of it, my friend, but Rolex Air King, lovely. Matthew has got his Presage cocktail time with a power reserve. He's showing off for that power reserve, isn't he? Gareth's here. Hi, Gareth. He's rocking the Seiko Dress KX, the lovely SKX 5KX with the non-twisty bezel. Yes, very nice. Mick has got the Helm Komodo, very nice, my friend. Harry's got the Millionaire Scan Master from 1955. Wow. Well, I need to look that one up, my friend. Justin EDC is here. What you got to wristwatch weirdo? He's got the island. He's loving those Islanders. He's got about 17 of them at the minute, haven't you, my friend? Wristwatch weirdo. He likes one on either wrist. Yes. He's got so many watches. That's probably what I would do. Do you know what I mean? That's awesome. The Belova Accutron 2. Very jealous of that. Couture d'Artisans. He's got the Sin 104. Excellent, my friend. What a good choice that is. Soren, what you're carrying? He's got the Belova 98A165. That is superb. And Stephen's got the... And we'll move away from Stephen straight away, shall we? Good. I'm only joking, Stephen. I'm only joking, my friend. You checking your heart monitor or something at the time, aren't you? You doing a hit session at the time, are you? That's good. Getting your workout in and watching some watch stuff as we go. I love it. Right, we're going to go into this. First of all, we have to do a Seiko showcase. And it's funny that Matthew mentioned his Seiko cocktail time, because I am going to show off this bad boy. This is from Blues Dog 64, and it's quite fitting for this topic today. This is the Seiko Presage cocktail time. I think it's called the Blue Moon. Look at that. I mean, that is beautiful, isn't it? What a beautiful watch. The only trouble for me is it's 40.5 millimeters. It's a little bit big. I've had one on my wrist before, but it's a gorgeous, just look at that dial. It's just fabulous. And I love that big crown. I just want to twist it. I want to twist it. Very Art Deco-y markers on that dial. The Dauphine hands are great. There's a lot of key features in this watch that makes a dress watch. We'll go through that in a minute. But this is a beauty, isn't it? Absolute beautiful watch. I love the blue. Yeah, it's surprising why I haven't had one yet, really. Probably because it is a dress watch, and I don't do dress watches that much. I tend to, I'm either in a tracksuit at work, or I'm in casual, jumper, shirt, jeans, trainers, or just casual shoes. So I don't tend to be in a situation where I need a dress watch. I've got a couple that I can call my dress watches. I'll go through my watch in a minute, but let's discuss, shall we? Let's discuss what is a dress watch. Now, I'm not going to look at your comments at the minute because I am looking at the banners. Here we go. So the first one has to be... Can we agree on this, team? Can we agree on this? So a dress watch. Now, let's think of a dress watch for a dress purpose. Let's not think of a do-it-all watch. Let's not think of a Rolex Explorer, probably, or some other watch, or the Alpinist, which I know, the Seiko Alpinist, which I know Michael and Matthew do own. It's a fantastic watch. It's a do-it-all watch. It's phenomenal. But let's take a dress watch. Here we're going to look at dress watches. What do they? What's their features? Now, this is for me. It's basically, I think that a dress watch is a polished watch, is a polished case, whether it's gold, rose gold, or silver. That's the first thing. It's a bit blingier. It's a bit more showy. I say showy, but the dial, we'll come to the dial in a minute. Case size. We don't want this any bigger than 40 millimeters, do we? Do we? I mean, that Presage was 40.5, so I'm going to let it off. But definitely for me, I mean, if I was to go with a dress watch, I would go for a 38, 36 millimeter, definitely. But obviously, there are many, many, many of you with huge wrists out there that can pull off any size. But a dress watch tends to be a little bit smaller. It's a more refined look to a dress watch. You know, you just want to be suave. Do you know what I mean with it? So what else? Very simple dial layout. Huh? You with me? So basically, we don't have many dress watches that have Roman numerals, not Roman numerals, Arabic numbers. They're usually baton markers, just very simple markers. We'll come to Roman numerals because I think that is a perfect dress watch aesthetic. The markers more than Arabics, and textured dials. So you don't have the indices or the markers or the handset do the talking. It's the dial that does the talking for you in dress watches. I've learned over the years. Also a thinnish case. It's got to fit under a sleeve for a suit. So, you know, a 15, 16, 17 mil thickness case is not going to be great, is it? It's got to slip under the cuff. That is important. What else do we have? I would say that a leather strap, a definite polished case with a leather strap is definite dress watch material. That is huge. You don't tend to have these watches with water resistance. They're pop-out crowns only. Some of them are water resistant to 100 meters, but usually it's 30 or 50, and even 100 meters with a pop-out crown dress watch. You're still not going to be swimming with, are you? Come on now. Definite. Also, you don't tend to see a lot of lume on these watches because, well, these aren't made for sea. They're not made for swimming. They're not made for diving. They're not even made for turning the lights out and having a look at the time. It's purely for dress, an accessory to a lovely formal occasion that you're going out with, you know. Can anybody give me any more aesthetics or features that I haven't mentioned before I give you some of my watches? Don't give me any of your suggestions yet. What you got? Marcus Pietris, nice to see you. Ken Spears here, nice to see ya. So anyone else got not many complications? Thank you very much for that, Veronica. So yeah, very simple. No complications. You don't have chronographs. You might have your moon phase. You might have your moon phase, Veronica. But yeah, you don't have too much no busy dials, you know. So that's very important. Martin said the leather strap, which is a big one for me. So that's awesome. Excellent. Display case back. So Matthew, yeah, I think that's a decent shout to have a display case back. They are showy things. So I would definitely go for display casebacks. And of course, from the F1 JR72 champagne proof. That is absolutely true. Glyn's subtle. Absolutely, I will go for that, my friend. Of course, Martin, of course, diamonds. I mean, what other watches would you wear to a funeral than one with diamonds in it, my friend? Chumley biscuit, a bit of gold, a bit of rose gold. Ooh, definitely. I'm thinking of two-tone sort of stuff here. Alvin, nice to see you. He's thrown something into the works, hasn't he? Thoughts on a Milanese? Well, I have to admit, Alvin, I bought many moons ago, I bought a Tissot Visudate, which is definitely a dressy watch. No lume on the dial. Very clean, very clear, very inspired by the 50s Tissot, hence the old Tissot logo on it. And I got mine with a Milanese strap. And I thought it was a very nice look. I think it was a bit sporty, so it's a little bit sportier look. But I like a Milanese strap, definitely, my friend. Justin, he's got the visitor. What with the blue dial, my friend? Yeah, I mean, I didn't get on with it. I didn't get on with the Visitate purely because it was just that far over for a dress watch. And like I said, I don't tend to wear a lot of just dress watches. I love the look of it. I love, everything about it. Had a display case back, and I definitely love the watch. I just didn't wear it, so I sold it. Mick's got a good point. Precious metal, yeah, you can have titanium divers, and you can have rose gold divers and platinum divers and all that sort of stuff. Under the price bracket that we're looking at, Mick, under £500, the only precious metal you're going to find, my friend, is probably nickel, or something like that. This is a good shout from Martin. A deployment watch strap. That's a great shout. I've got an amazing, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram lately, but I've got an amazing Grand Seiko Sky Flake. Oh my God. Yes, the watch is £5,000, but it is unbelievable. That's got a deploying a strap as well. Silver dial's a good shout. Silver dial, love it. We do have Roar of the Tiger. No worries, my friends. No worries at all. This is a great shout from Joe Mounter. A nice big onion crown. Not bothered about the watch at all. Just make sure the crown is nice and oniony. Lovely. And this is a fantastic point from Stephen. If James Bond can rock a NATO and tuxedo, then that will do for me. Yes, James Bond blows this whole feature out the window, my friend. But I would definitely say for this, at the minute, I would say no divers are allowed. All right, no divers. Butterfly clasp, that's a great shout. Very good. Good. Slim case, David. Yes. Absolutely, we are in. Best dress watch is the F91W on the thin leather strap. Try it. It is extraordinary and most affordable. Could be affordable. Jan's here. Hi, Jan. Keeping the female viewership up. Lovely. You and Veronica. I've got the Jan mug on the go. Don't worry about that. Very good. Salmon dials. Roar of the Tiger. You have got it there, my friend. And this is a great point from Wristwatch Weirdo as well. Decorated movement. You've got the display case back, so you're going to have a decorated movement. Open heart as well. This is very good, isn't it? Applied markers. Very good shout. That's an awesome shout. So the likes of the Hamilton Khaki Field, the printed markers, the printed on the dial. Definitely, you want something shiny for markers, don't you? You want something shiny and silver, or some sort of goldy or precious metals, as we've talked about before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 4 from my Mad Watch Collector face group. If you haven't joined yet, there are 51 members, 51 including me. I always like to ask those guys and girls about things on the show and what we're doing. And also I ask them first their thoughts on the topic we're talking about. So please get on there. If you go to the last show I did, so the State of the Collection show, click on the link in the description. It will take you to the Facebook group. It's a link tree. So have a look. Right. So what I am going to do, I am now going to get rid of this. So best dress watches under £500 or $500. Could be Australian, could be American. It's up to you, my friends. What I would suggest, what I'd like from you guys, if you're going to give me a nomination for a dress watch, don't give it to me yet, just hang on. Could you possibly give it to me in the name of the brand, name of the watch, and the size? That would be good. And whether it's a quartz or automatic, that's all we need to know, okay? Because this is a definitive list for anyone looking right now for that perfect dress watch. We're going to show them, and we're going to give them a great suggestion. Okay, right, let's go to the first one. So I've got 4 lined up here. Let's have a look. And the first one comes from Noah, I think it's Noah. Yes, Noah, from the Facebook group. Here he is. And this is a brand I really want to get in. This is a perfect example of what we're talking about. This is Certina. Anyone that doesn't know Certina, they're a Swiss brand, a very well-to-do brand, very well known. I think probably, I don't know whether you got Tissot and then your Certina in the hierarchy. Maybe you got Tissot and Certina at the same level, possibly. But I think Cetina's maybe a little bit more pricier than the Tissot. This watch is I lost it. It is the Certina DS1. This costs, I found it in Jura Watch for £393, but I know you can find it cheaper elsewhere. It's under our budget. This has applied markers, like we've been said, like we've talked about. This has got a very standard, basic looking dial layout. It's got Roman numerals. Now, definitely that Roman numerals just shouts out to me, dress watch to me, 100%. Unless you're doing that California dial. I don't want to know about that. The one thing I didn't like about it, we'll talk about the good things first. Now, we said about the textured dials. Now, look at this. This is lovely. Let me look a bit closer. Oh, yeah. That's a nice waffly type cross-hatching pattern in the middle of that. It looks like a sandwich dial a little bit. You've got the Roman numerals around in that nice, soft, maybe glossy chapter bit. But I think this is a great shout. It's automatic. This watch is 39 millimeters. Yes, we're in there. It's obviously it's textured dial. It's got an ETA movement inside, stainless steel. We do have brushed, as we can see, we got brushed on the top of the lugs, but everything else is polished. On a leather strap. This is beauty, isn't it? This is a beautiful watch. Very nice. I would like to see this on a brown leather strap, definitely, to see what this looks. When you've got a black and silver or black and white, the monochrome look, it can go with. It's a strapaholic, isn't it? It's a strapaholic. The one thing I don't like about this watch too much, Noah, is the white date wheel. I would, it just loses that aesthetic. It loses the balance for me, the symmetry. If it was a black date wheel with white text, I think it would have gone down a bit better. But it is a very nice looking watch, my friend. And it's a great shout. Thank you very much for sharing. That's lovely. Next one we have. Let's have a look. We have a watch that I found myself a long time ago when I started properly collecting. Is Seiko, Orient. Orient are, owned by Seiko. And the only reason why I didn't buy this watch, I was very intrigued by it. Hopefully I'll get one in on the show. But the only reason why I didn't, because it's a dress watch and I didn't think I'd wear it a lot. But it is, of course, the Orient Bambino. Oh, this is the version 2. This is the slightly smaller case. I think this is a 40 from what I gather. I think it's a 40.5. I know that the version 3, the third version of the Orient Bambino, is slightly bigger. I don't know. When you don't have too much bezel thickness going around the dial, the face is huge. It is just big on wrist, and sometimes it's quite hard to pull that off, and I don't most of the time. But this watch is beautiful. I really love this watch. So it's in-house movement. You've got, so it beats at 21,600 beats per hour. I think it's got a 40-hour power reserve from what I no, it's an automatic. You've got the Roman numerals. It's quite a busy dial around the outside of the Roman numerals. It has to be said. It's got that sort of vintagey vibe. But I really like those blue hands. Obviously, they're sort of faux blue. They're not, heated blue, obviously, because it only costs £100. I found this on Amazon for 90, what I find it, 99 quid. You've got a mineral crystal protecting the dial. But I love the lugs. I love the case. Look at that crown. It's just wanting to be popped out. I think the water resistance is 15 meters. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's a great show. And you can get these Bambinos in all sorts of different styles. You can get one. I really like the one that's quite young handsy. I think it's a blackish charcoal dial, and it's got just those slit batons. Very subtle, but really it looks very expensive. I mean, this watch here looks much more than the 99 quid it is, and you can put it on any strap, can't you? 20 mils, I think. It's either 20 or 22 thickness on that strap, and I definitely have this on a nice vintage collar reb. Oh yes, very nice. So that's a great shout. So we are after the under £500 or dollars, my friends. The next one I have is a watch that I so close to getting. I'd love to get one on the show, and they are very affordable, and they are, of course, the Timex Marlin. Look at it. It's just beautiful. So it's a reissue of the 50s of a watch that Timex made in the 50s. Very successful. One of the most successful periods in Timex's history. This pin and plate movement that they had inside was so affordable to buy at the time and so robust. So it's where the expression takes a licking but keeps on ticking. So it came from this watch, the Marlin, and this is a beauty. 34 millimeters, so we're well under our parameters for a dress watch. It's a beautiful thing. I love that pearly looking silvery dial. Really subtle looking design. Slightly different numerals there, you know. It's a bit out of the way, out there, isn't it? It's a bit out there, those numerals, but I love the case. So 50s looking, and if you can buy one new, I think they're brilliant. How much did I see one of these for? $174.99. It's manual wind only. I love symmetry, so there's no date complication. I absolutely love that. Just a simple watch, very robust, and it's a beautiful watch, you know. Perfect, absolutely perfect for our dress topic that we're talking about. 18 millimeter lug width. This is from James Singh, by the James on the Facebook group. Thank you, James, for putting this in. 30 meters of water resistance, but you shouldn't be wearing this swimming. I mean, you imagine watching someone swimming in that, getting a NATO on that thing, blooming heck. People probably do it, and fair play to them if you do. We have got one more suggestion, and the suggestion is, have we got any more? I think that's it. Oh crikey, I think that might be it. There is one that I haven't put up here, and it is the Seiko tank. The Seiko tank. Now, I haven't got a blooming picture of this, which is annoying, but the picture is what reference is waffling like an absolute weasel. It's from Daniel Baltazar. Thank you, Daniel. And it's the Seiko SFP 68PI. He shared this on Facebook, and it's basically a square watch that looks a lot like the Cartier tank, but let me get rid of that. We're not going to do that. But it's a we're not going to do that, although it's nice to see that again, isn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a beautiful watch. Really cheap. I think we found it for, what was it for? It was like £110. It's a quartz movement, but it's a beautiful looking watch. It's a perfect dress watch. The square long rectangle, so I think it was 29 millimeters from left to right, and then it was 38 or something from top to bottom in diameter. It's a beautiful watch. I mean, I would say definitely that a square watch is your ultimate dress watch, isn't it? Unless you're a Tag Heuer Monaco, but I mean, you can't get more dressy than a squared watch. In actual fact, I don't think you can get more dressy than a Cartier tank. Can you? I mean, that is pretty special, isn't it? So yeah. So that is, thank you very much to the Facebook group for giving those bad boys in. Danielle, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that Seiko picture's gone. But it was a very good shout, my friend. It was very good. I've got my choice, which is I've got it from my collection. Oh, can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? It's basically the thumbnail of this live show. It's basically the one that I think has the most amount of traits of a dress watch. It's got the size. It's got it. Yeah, it's got everything in a dress watch I need, really. And it is, of course, the Saab 033. So this watch is discontinued now. You can get this watch under £500. Is it worth £500? I paid through just under £300 for this about a year ago. I think I got lucky. The guy on eBay, I think, was selling it at a wrong day, wrong time, and I just went, yes, let's get in there. But yes, so we've got applied markers, we've got a matte black dial, we've got silver handset. Now, the one thing that you would say on this, you've got lume on the handset, and you've got a minute track around the outside. You don't tend to get that with a lot of dress watches. 38 millimeters, 44 lug to lug. It's only 11 mil thick, so it's going to fit under a cuff. Lovely. It does have a display case back, yes, with the 6R15 movement inside. 21,600 beats per hour. And I think it's a 50-hour power reserve. That's what you get with this souped up Seiko movement. Very nice watch, really nice. It is on the chopping block, though. I think I'm going to get rid of it. I told you I don't do dress watches. This is very close to being an all-rounder, possibly, a weekend watch, but I just don't wear it. And I'd soon go to a watch lover that's going to get some wear out of it. This would look amazing on a collar web strap, and I've had it on a collar web strap before. It's black. It's black and silver. It's going to look amazing on all sort of color straps. But 38 millimeters for me is the perfect size watch. 100%. What we got? Let's check what we got in the chat. David B, you can pick up a vintage Marlin made in the UK for less than a new Seagull one. Very nice, my friend. Thank you for that. I would like to see that. I might do that, my friend, definitely, to have something made in the UK. Not many watch brands, not many watchmakers in the UK. That's why we got a champion, Bremont. Even though they're at a luxury level, you got to give them praise for trying to do all in-house. Well, that's not all in-house manufacturing. They play around with the movement, This is a great, very nice. The DSK Mano 39 rose gold. I will check that out, my friend. Very nice looking. He's given us the reference as well. I love it. This was a great shout from Ross. Very nice to have you on the chat, my friend. The Hamilton Jazzmaster. Very nice. I think if you go quartz, we can take it under the £500 bracket. I think if you go automatic, it then takes it above. But that is a beautiful watch. Absolutely stunning watch from Hamilton. You can't go wrong with a Hamilton. Wristwatch Weirdo, what's your opinion on the Orient Star retrograde? I like it. It's very nice, my friend. Very nice. There's a lot of Orient Stars that I'd like to have on the show. Definitely. I from what I see, very nice. Very nice. Oh, here we go. Stephen Harper wants me Saab. We'll chat after, my friend. We'll chat after. What you got though? So we got a SNX S79, lovely. £69 from Amazon. The poor man's Saab. Is this with the crown at 4 o'clock, Stephen? And it's quite recessed into the case. It's a very nice looking watch. The Accutron 2 rose gold coffin bracelet. Oh, smooth sweep. Oh, I love the sweep of an Accutron. Absolutely. Also, we've got Hamilton Bolton. I will look that up, my friend. I have never seen that. We have indeed, Perry. Nice to have you aboard. Yes, the Presage cocktail range. Excellent. I mean, they do dials, don't they? Seiko does their dials. They do very good stuff. I have a vintage Omega Geneva 36 millimeters from the 70s. Very nice. Excellent. There could be a little market for that, David. That is awesome. The Timex Fairfield. Thank you very much, Veronica. 37 millimeters. Very nice. We will check that out. Timex do some fantastic watches. Haven't talked about Hamilton a great deal. I think the decent watches are around 500 and above, but you can get their quartz stuff, which is still probably Ronda movements or it's Swiss Swiss quartz. You reckon the Orient Sun and Moon makes for a nice dress? I think so. That's a lovely watch. Gabs 87. I think that's a lovely looking watch. I would definitely put that in our dress watch category. For those of you who haven't seen that watch, go check it out. It's a beautiful looking thing. Haven't had a sun and moon complication moon phase or anything on the show yet. I'm looking forward to it. I have been chatting to Christopher Ward about getting their moon phase stuff to watches to me, but they're always, situation pandemic. We're having trouble sending it to you. Yeah. Well, how come other reviewers have got on, my friends, eh? I'll remember you, don't you worry. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, Christopher Ward do some lovely stuff. It's above our pay grade at the minute, isn't it? I think we've got a great list here. Very good. You can indeed, Gabs. You can indeed. So I think this is a great This is a great shout from David. I would say that my next dress watch after my Saab 033 is definitely the Seagull 1963. Definitely. It's polished case all over. It's got on a leather strap. It's got a champagne dial. It's got applied numerals. It is a chronograph, but it's a fancy looking one, isn't it? It's a fancy looking one, and I would definitely agree with you, my friend, on that one. Absolutely, David. I would definitely agree. Anyone else got any more? Ingersoll. I think this is the first time, Joe, we've ever had anyone say Ingersoll on a Mad Chat. German brand, I think. But yes, I will check that out, my friend. The Ingersoll Herald Automatic 40 millimeters. It's in our parameters, so that's great. David, he's got a Seiko do a smaller Presage, the SRP E43J1. Very nice. What colors do they do, David? Do they have a lot of colors? This is fantastic. I think the list is here, isn't it? Does anybody own more than one dress watch? That's what I want to know. I mean, I think I only own one. It all depends on what you do for a living. If you're always in a suit and you like your watches, then you will wear a few, won't you? But I'd be interested to know if anyone just has dress watches. Oh, here we go. I'm completely with you, Terry. Absolutely. You can dress up at home though, mate. But I would definitely. I mean, I've worn a dress watch, or I've had two dress situations in the last year, and they were both funerals. So not pleasant. But there you go. But the times are changing, my friend. I'm back to work tomorrow. I'm going to be knackered, but hopefully things are going to start getting back to. I don't think it'll ever get back to normal, but let's just see where the next few months take us, huh? At least the weather's getting better for us Brits. I hope all of you around the world are still keeping safe, and I hope the pandemic is starting to level out, hopefully for you guys. So yeah, it's been talked about that subject, hasn't it? What I'm going to do now, my team, is I will thank you very much for that awesome content that you've helped us on the dress watches. What I want now is I would like any questions that you have for me. I don't know if I'm going to be here on next week or possibly the week after. I'll see what the schedule is, but I'm going to be working quite a lot. Still going to get the show out, at least one show a week. So don't worry, you're going to get that. Please, if you could give me any questions, just shoot me. Let's have a bit of fun. Come on, let's have a bit of fun to finish with. Chumley Biscuit's got 5 dress watches. You are very dressy, my friend. I had some dressers, but the all-day use under all situations, I use more tool watches. I'm completely with you. My go-to watch, my friend, is the Zinn 104. That is polished. It's also tooly looking. That's my go-to watch. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. The Pogue does slip nicely under the cuff. Very nice, Terry. Very nice. I do love that Seiko Pogue. Nathan, nice to see you, my friend. This one or this one? Does Kurt play tennis? Kurt does not play tennis. This is for Andrea, sorry. This one, this is a reissue. Yes, I got this about 7 years ago. This I bought on eBay, from, original 80s. Kurt does not play tennis. He doesn't play any sport whatsoever. He eats and drinks fried food. He's an absolute nightmare, to tell you the truth, Nathan. Absolute nightmare. Wish more real leather straps would substitute a leather back with something less prone for the nasties. Note how a vigorous hand wash will wet your leather strap. Formula for a future nasty. Oh yeah. Absolutely. I've got so many water stains from doing the washing up with a leather strap on. Absolutely, my friend. Ryan, how are you, my mate? How many watches do you wear in one day? That's a great shout, isn't it? Well, since the lockdown happened, I've gone a bit weird. When I was working and when I will be working, it'll be back to the sporty beaters. But yeah, I've had the chance to really bond with my collection that I've been really chuffed to do. And I can be known to wear 4 watches in a day, my friend. Today I've had one. I've had this one on and I absolutely love it. And it's every time I look at it, it's I love it. But yeah, I have been known to 4 definitely. He is way too busy bezeling, Terry. Absolutely. Yes. He's got to do something about it. He hasn't given up yet, Fraser. He has not given up yet. I think he needs to give up and shave it all off, my friend, doesn't he? We have got the Joker. What watch is better, Grand Seiko Snowflake or Omega Seamaster with white dial? There are 2 completely different watches, my friend. One goes down 300 meters. One's got a pop-out crown that gives you 100 meters that I wouldn't dare take swimming. I would call a Grand Seiko Snowflake a dress watch, definitely. I mean, I think it's brushed on the top of the lugs, but it's polished everywhere else. There's no bezel, there's no dive time bezel, so it's you got a sports watch and a dress watch, or a tough dress watch in the Grand Seiko. I would say they're 2 different watches, but I would happily have them in a 2-watch collection, my friend. Happily. I have at the minute got a Skyflake, a Grand Seiko Skyflake, and that dial is just something special. Tool watches are just more fun to collect. I am totally with you. There is something about the textured dials and the patterns in dress watch dials. But yeah, I'm with you, my friend. Lender or Becker? I'm a huge Boris Becker fan. Absolutely. I saw Boris Becker in 1995 or 96. Might have been earlier than that, and it was a semi-final against Andre Agassi at Wimbledon. Oh yeah, that was just an amazing match. Psycho Fu, good on you, my friend. What is my Trex 100's going a bit risque. What is your sexiest watch? Notice that I touched myself there. Sorry about that. Sexiest watch. That is such a great question, isn't it? God, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that, my friend. What is your sexiest watch, Trex? That might be a new topic. Uh, yes, I mean, I love this, Michael. I love this. I mean, this is superb. Before you get your final grail, my friend, of that Explorer, you take a little, or your Tudor Black Bay 36. Take a little trip down CWC Lane, my friend. So yeah. This is Chumley. He's got this is where the great topics come in. Fig roll or hobnob? I'd have to say fig roll. I could quite easily smash a whole packet of fig rolls in one go. Easily. Hobnobs are quite, bitty. Are you slowing tennis coaching down or going to be really busy? Well, tomorrow I start back, Perry, and I'm going to try and find the balance that I had before lockdown about doing my shows and working at the same time. I own a tennis coaching business, so I'm really excited to get back on the tennis courts. But I love doing these shows. I love doing this channel, and I think I'm getting better and better at making them. And as long as I get people still liking the shows, I'm going to keep going. Who knows where it's going to take me? I've got goals. I've got goals all the time. I want to hit that 3,000 subscriber mark, and then we go on from there, and we need push. We push each time we hit a milestone. I'm very close. I think I'm 10 shows away from 100, which is crazy. 100 shows. So I'm really looking forward to just doing 100 shows and just looking back. Very embarrassed about the first ones I did. There is a lot of curves on that Irakanji from Mass Psycho Fu. You are very right. That is a great shout. Great shout. What's the best and most iconic quartz watch? What a great shout that is, my friend. Oh, God, we're going to have to think about that, aren't we? Have to think about that. I think have a check in the description, because there'll be a lot of people interested in talking about that. Nothing beats Jaffa cakes with a few drops of Tabasco. Oh my God, are you joking, Steve? He's having a laugh there, isn't he? What's been the pick of the day? I prefer to take my Luminox Tritium Chew. I do like Luminox. I was this close to getting one sent to me by Luminox, but everyone was really nice from Luminox, apart from the UK brand based franchise. Luminox UK are sucky. They never get back to me, so that was rubbish. What was from which parent do you get your humor? Well, I suppose I'm quite outgoing. My mum's quite outgoing. She's got 3 other sisters, and she would befriend a stranger straight away. I like to think I'm quite similar, my friend. My dad's quite reserved. And you don't see his true self until you probably get to know him. So I'd say I'm like my mum, but yeah, I mean, whether I've got her humor, I do not know. You more of a baseliner or I do love a volley, Veronica. I do love a volley. So I come from a lot of doubles tennis, and there's a lot of volley in there. So I do like coming up to the net to volley. I'd sooner do that than trade blows at the baseline. Drop it 1 show a week, mate. Work comes first. Thank you very, very much, mate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1 a week, and if I got more time, then I will do another one. So I definitely will do that. Definitely. That's a great shout. A Rolex President Gold Quartz to be in the most iconic quartz watch. That's a very good shout, isn't it? There's a lot of biscuit talk going on here. Expect that thing should impress the ladies. Trex is going off on one over there. What's this? Chocolate digestive, chocolate side up or side down? Has to be side up, my friend. I do love a digestive, the caramel ones with the caramel under the chocolate. I do like that, I must admit. So yeah. Before I go, are there any, stop talking about biscuits now. Before I go, are there any watches that you're that close to buying? I know Chumley Biscuit has put his name down on a Yachtmaster 40. Is there anyone else that are very close to buying a watch? We'd love to know in the comments. Gilberto's here. Yeah, from Chile. Nice to see you, my friend. Obviously, there's a couple of watches in the pipeline for me. Ooh, I've got to wait until I start earning again. Andreas, he's looking at an Omega SMP 300 Blue. I'm with you on this, Nathan. The Formex Reef, definitely. I'm a bit gutted about the logo. I know a lot of people weren't impressed with the past logo of Formex, but I think the new logo just looks like every other micro brand coming out. But God blimey, Formex watches are absolutely superb. Psycho Fu, I'm almost positive you were looking at buying one of these about 3 months ago, my friend. I've got this in my brain somewhere. I would massively recommend one of them, my friend. Veronica, very nice open heart 80-hour power reserve. Is that with the H10 movement? Very nice. Perry's going for Grand Seiko SBG X263. Very nice. Very nice indeed. What do we got? Wasby Whipple. Look at him. Tim Tam. There's an Aussie for you. Tim Tams. I think that's an Aussie biscuit if ever I've seen one. Thinking of buying a Cameron or, oh my word, my friend, crikey. Have you got the wrist for it? Have you got the arm for it? They are amazing tool watches. The Vanuatu. I've had one, mate. I haven't had one. I've held one. I've had one on the wrist, and they are phenomenal diver watches. Absolutely phenomenal. 100% no, my friend. 100% no. Ken Spear, Komandersky coming for my... Very nice. Very nice, my friend. You are spoiling yourself on your birthday. Let me know how that bezel goes for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What's Gareth looking for? He wants an Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. Oh, very nice. Yes, excellent choice, my friend. Excellent choice. I think Oris, I need to have an Oris in on the show, don't I? I want to get the big pointed date. I want to get an Aquis. I want to get a Oris 65. I want to get them all. I want to get them all. Was saving for a Black Bay, but well, listen, you've got what you got? You've got the G10, you've got the Mela 72. It's the 3-watch collection, my friend, isn't it? The CWC 3-watch collection to get that diver as well. Oh my God. Here's an American guy for you. Chips Ahoy. If you look at Chumley Biscuits profile picture, my favorite biscuit 100% is that party ring, that middle biscuit, that ring with the icing on the top. I could smash 3 packets of those in one sitting quite easily. Yes. Very nice. Martin's going for an Aquaterra quartz, or he's thinking of an iconic watch, and that's a very good choice. Very nice. The thing, a diver that does not look, yes, my friend. Yeah. Well, you can't say with an integrated bracelet, and you know, the design of the Aquis is probably the most modern looking iconic diver you could get that doesn't look like a Rolex. I think you're right. It's a little bit chunky for me. That's why I'd probably go to the Oris 65 more than the... Oh my God, you are joking. Chumley Biscuit. Mate. It's because I showed your profile. You know what I got to do? Just before we go, I've got to do this, and super chat, super chat. That was impromptu. That was, the guitar's just there. I don't know why I did that, but that was for you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. That'll be put towards a Casio probably, or so that's great. MK, what is this from? The MK Eyes. This is either a biscuit from this gentleman, or he's talking about a watch. I need more from this, my friend. I looking to do a micro brand digital watch in the show next week, and I can't wait to show you that watch. It's a great watch. It's 100 meters water resistance. It's got a sapphire glass. It is truly a beautiful digital watch that isn't a Casio. It's not a Timex. It's not a Loris. It's a micro brand doing a digital watch. Great. And it's stainless steel. It's a stainless steel bracelet. It's a stainless steel case. It's a beautiful thing, and I truly want to show this brand off, because it's one thing having the guts to go and do a micro brand. It's another thing, doing a digital watch as a micro brand. So yes, the Alley. Really looking forward to doing that review next week, something different, and show your support by watching it and giving it a thumbs up. For all those 42 of you that are here right now, please click the like button. It really helps. And if you haven't said anything on the comments section yet, please do. YouTube love it, and they'll push this waffle onto many unsuspecting people, which I like. So I've got the digital watch to do. I've got a Grand Seiko. I've got a vintage Seiko coming. I've got the Juro, the Casio Juro to do. I've got so much to do. It's going to be great. And every show, I'm so excited to get done. It's great. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for giving me all this content. It's so cool. I'm just so chuffed that I can connect with you guys. And we definitely do threaten it, but I'd love to do a watch meet, with you guys, definitely at some time. We've got, in England, or we go abroad to maybe America, or what I mean. Definitely Mick will be there. Yes. But thank you very much for everyone that has clicked like, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps. But from me, I'll see you in a tick, 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 a tick.